Hi friends, it is officially March and we aren't off to the best of starts. So just to quickly catch you up, the 1st and the 2nd I spent editing my February vlog. I had no idea how much footage I got. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments how you feel about it. I think it was a good decision to split it up between 2 parts because I know so many of you were like, I would watch like an hour and 20-minute video of yours, but the majority seem to watch about 20 minutes. So it feels good to sort of divide it into 2, and I don't know, it just is better for the algorithm. But anyway, thank you for watching that. If you watched that, I appreciate it. Then on the 3rd, I was meant to do like taxes and stuff, but I had a migraine attack. So I just kind of laid around all day. I didn't get anything done. And then I got a phone call to say that my father was in the ER. So I mentioned it briefly, but he is going through cancer treatment, chemo, and he had stopped at a point and restarted. And basically he restarted last week and they gave him a different type of chemo and his body did not have a good reaction to it. So he was in the ER yesterday and then he got admitted last night. So I'm heading down there now. It's about 10 o'clock. The hospital opens at 11, so I should arrive right around when it's opening, and I'm planning to just spend the weekend there with my family. So I'm not really sure when I'm going to get to work on art. I hope it's soon. I hope I can get back to it next week and that my dad has a very speedy recovery. I know that the hospital is great and they're doing everything, so I'm trying to not worry too much, but you guys know how it is. But there's also the aspect of I want to be there for my mom, obviously, because you know, we give our love and attention to dad as he needs it going through this, but my mom being his main caretaker, she also needs taken care of, so I want to make sure that she's well, she's eating, she's doing what she needs to do to also be okay. So that's what I will be doing this weekend, and who knows till when. My dad's birthday is next Thursday on the 10th, so I hope he'll be out for that so we can celebrate together. So I'm guessing by the time you guys are watching this, March will be over. So I'm hoping for good news. It's weird filming this knowing it's in the past for you watching it right now. But anyway, I'm going to try and do my best to keep positive and go see my parents, and hopefully he's feeling much better today. So I will give you guys an update when I have it. Bye. Hello, it is Tuesday, March 8th. I am still at my parents' house. My father is still in the hospital, and I unfortunately don't have any good news to share about that. So yeah, the one thing I did want to share with you guys is my mom's friend very kindly went to the studio where we fire our work and picked up some finished pieces for us and dropped them off, you know, just because if they stayed at the studio they would get shuffled around and maybe broken or something. Like, it's a busy studio, so that was really nice of her. But the pieces came out really good. So yeah, we're like a week into March and I obviously haven't had any studio time for good reason, but I did want to share with you what came out of the kiln, because in all of this, that made me happy for a moment. So let me share it with you. All right, so here are the pieces. You might remember the reverse bonsai I did. This is the companion to that. And it came out very nice. This is the one, it was blue pansy was the color, and I think I was showing you guys the before and what it would look like after on the tester, but here is what it actually looks like. So a very nice blue, and the white liner looks really good on it because at this point we've only tested black liner, which obviously didn't show up because it was too dark. So really happy to see that the white liner looks good on that. This little guy, the inside is a glaze called Really Red, and then this is red liner, but I'm amazed how well they match. Like this looks like slightly lighter, but like you can barely tell. But this is porcelain. These were not porcelain. So this is the white with the red. It just really pops. And I love that Really Red. It's just such a nice color. Really pleased with how that came out. Really red, really pleased, really happy about that. And then you guys might remember this piece because I had glazed it and then debated filling in dots in here, but there was something about it. I just kind of liked the way it looked, and I'm happy with how it came out because this orange color is so nice. And I think this is called red orange because you can compare this orange. This is regular orange compared to red orange. Anyway, I think this came out even better than what I could have imagined. And then the inside is called Plum. So it might be a little bit hard to see, but it's a very, very like deep purpley brown color. But it was really nice to come home from the hospital last night and see those on the doorstep and take a look at them and see that they all survived the kiln and came out with no cracks, no bleeding. Everything is very crisp. The colors are perfect. So my mom and I were very, very, very pleased. Hoping for more like that to come. It's really cute. Just us looking at ceramics. That came out a lot darker than what I thought. I could have used white on that. Cute. It's cute. That's not the same color as that though, is it? No. That's sky blue and teal?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I have it all listed. The blue on the top is looking good though, like on all of them. So they're all kind of matchy. Little guy. Cute.
Dirty.
Dotty.
Little dirty man.
And that's another different blue. It's funny. They all came out more bluish than what I thought. I thought there'd be more green. But I mean, it looks nice. So it's fine. Yay, I like that one.
Oh, porcelain.
Okay, I'm trying to see them together. He might have to be eliminated because he doesn't quite match. He might have to come out now. I mean, that was as far as I could remember in terms of this set.
This is a cup, I think.
Cute. That's nice.
Isn't it?
That matches the set too. We did a lot of blues. Just green liner on that. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's definitely more subtle than the other ones.
Yeah.
It's probably the most subtle one I've done so far. Ooh. That blue looks great.
Isn't it?
The green looks nice with it too, actually.
Okay.
This is the one I did at your house.
Did you?
Yeah, I don't think I was using green. I think I was using teal. Pretty. This one looks very comic booky, something about it. I guess because the shapes are so big.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yep.
Oh, it's the tangerine one. Wow. So that's a yellow. I know it's meant to be orange, but that's yellow. That's pretty.
Cool.
What's the inside? Plum?
Yeah, I think so.
That looks
Yes,
plum.
plum.
Nice. That's really nice. Beautiful.
Thanks.
All right. Well, I'll bring them all home and start sorting things out. Hey friends, I wanted to catch you guys up on what's going on in the studio today. I feel like just like a shell of a human being right now, if I'm being honest, but life continues, so I just have to work my way through it. I know that we're all going through that, so I think what's going to help me right now is to try and get some stuff done that needs to get done. Well, first off, I realized that Monday, a week from Monday, I will be hanging the show at Princeton, which snuck up on me. Now I have to send them the inventory for that show. So I pretty much like dragged everything out of here, and I've started to put things into categories in my studio. So these are going to the Arts Council, and then we have an 18-foot wall, and I was trying to find pieces that I could leave there because I hate the idea of hanging the show and then like have to come get stuff because of the art fair in June, then have to come get stuff because of the solo show in July, and like just kind of like have to keep going back and forth and picking things away. So I have inventory, but it's older work, and I was like, well, I don't have any plans of showing that this year, so that's what's gonna go there. So I laid out a ruler for 18 feet and sort of put some canvases down. At the other end, there's some framed pieces, and the other walls, these bigger works will fit there, as well as you guys probably know the piece that's above my couch. That's going to go on like the main wall, because they said that basically when people like come down the stairs into the space, that first wall is like the eye-catching moment. So I think I'm gonna put that one. My only conflict with that is I have submitted it to something else, and that piece may or may not have to be taken out to be photographed at some point, but at least then I can return it after it's been photographed. So anyway, so that's what's going on here. I'm gonna send off all that stuff today. You know, I put hanging systems and stuff, like make sure it's all done, ready to hang, good to go. And then that way, next time I go down to Princeton to visit my father at the hospital, I'm just gonna bring this stuff then and leave it at my parents' house, and it's out of the studio, out of my face, it's done, goodbye. And then here I've been putting stuff that I want for the solo show in this little hallway space, so I know that what that's for. And then I've started putting, this is actually an older body of work of mine, but I'm thinking for other art fair, it might have its moment to show, because one, I've never shown it before, and two, ceramics are gonna be a big thing at the other art fair for me. So I think they'll be complementing each other. So I kind of have everything divided up. The hope is that come summer, this studio will be like empty. Of course, I still have this piece, which I haven't touched in like over a week now. But I will get to it when I get to it. Anyway, that is the update here. A lot of administrative measuring things, getting lists together, but I think that just having that out of my head and like off to who it needs to go to is going to make me feel a lot better about business. So hopefully I will get back to art maybe next week. The other thing I want to do is I want to record videos for you guys, because I have sort of 3 videos I'm anticipating for the next few weeks, and I kind of like, I might just like take tomorrow and like sit and record all of them, and then I can edit them over time, but just get them all recorded and done. And I think that they're going to be interesting and fun. So that makes me happy to do that. So I'm going to do that too. But anyway, I'm going to get to work. Hey guys, I wanted to come on here and give an update. I don't even know if this will make it into the vlog, but I figured I haven't been filming very much this month, so I feel like there needs to be an update. Today is March 18th. My father is still in the hospital, so I haven't really been home, hence why there's been a big jump between my last videos, because I literally haven't been in my studio. I've been at my parents' quite a bit, and then when I do come home, it's really just to take care of business, you know, personal things, and then also things related to my art business, such as sending out work. One of you lovely people bought a piece of mine, so thank you so much for that. So yeah, there really hasn't been any studio art making time. So I don't know what March's studio vlog will be like. I honestly don't know at this point. So yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how this will go. I did do the KINTSUGI kit. You guys can see that video. It's pretty funny. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a laugh doing it. I still need to film a mystery box video, and I did film a sketchbook tour, but it's taking me quite some time to put together because I want to include photos from the trip that I'm talking about in it. And then I also discovered that my mic cut out like halfway through filming it because my mom called, and obviously updates with my father take priority over everything right now. And then when I clicked back in to restart my video, the mic wasn't picking it up. So I have to do a bit of a voiceover. So yeah, I've been like working on stuff like that, but I hope to maybe get some artwork done this Sunday. So I'll definitely film that. Monday, I'm going down to Princeton to hang my show and visit my father. Yeah, I have Tuesday and Wednesday, and then Thursday through the following Monday, I'm meant to go to DC, sort of a makeup trip for the one I missed last year because of the eye infection. But now that's kind of in the air depending on my father's situation. So yeah, I don't know. It's like funny. I came on here to give an update, but I feel like there's still a lot of unknowns going on in March. But things are moving forward. Things always move forward, whether you're ready or not. So like I said, that show kind of snuck up on me. So that'll be hung Monday. My artwork's already down at my parents' house, so it'll be easy to just take over to the Arts Council. They're also prepping the mural on Monday, like painting the background for my piece ultimately. In regards to the mural, I can't share it quite yet because as they were going through all the approvals, they then got an interested sponsor. And so I may have to switch out a few of the colors, which is fine. It's great to get corporate sponsors for this sort of project just because, it brings more revenue to it and more attention. But I mean, you guys will be seeing the sketches for that next month for sure. And like ultimately what I do, because I am painting it next month, which is pretty wild. And yeah, I do have some ceramics here, and I thought like, instead of like, I just haven't felt in the right headspace to work on painting, that I could work on some ceramics perhaps this weekend, and then maybe once I start doing that, I'll feel a little bit more like, okay, I can get back into painting. But yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to come on here and give that update. Thank you for all the kind messages you guys have left me on here, as well as on my social media. All your good vibes are felt by me and my family, especially for my dad right now, and we really appreciate it. The other thing that has also been going on is, once again, not sure if I've talked about it on here extensively, but I have a autoimmune condition called spondyloarthropathy, non-radiographic spondyloarthropathy. In case any of you have this condition, I'm non-radiographic. But anyway, basically, I think I picked up some sort of little virus in the hospital, like a stomach bug, and I was not feeling good for like a week. I think it's starting to kind of leave my system now, but what happens with autoimmune diseases, if you have a virus, sometimes it can upkick a flare. So I've been having a pretty bad spondylitis flare, and what that means is my back and my spine are in pretty severe pain, especially when I'm sedentary. So when I'm laying down at night, I'll wake up at like 3, 4 a.m. In quite a bit of pain. And I do take medication for my spondylitis, but I had to skip it because I was sick. Long story short, the medication lowers your immune system. So my autoimmune disease, I have an overactive immune system, so my body attacks itself. So I take medication to lower my immune system so it doesn't attack itself. So I had to stop taking it because if you're sick and you lower your immune system, you can't fight it. But then, you know, as a repercussion of that, I have been having a pretty bad flare. It's kind of odd. Since I started my medication back in 2015, I have had weeks where it's like I had a cold, so I couldn't take it, or I had, you know, bronchitis and I couldn't take it, things like that. And I would come off of it for the week, and then once I was better, I'd go back on it. I've had even longer since. I've had like, you know, like a month where I haven't been on it, and I've never had a flare as bad as I'm having now. I think part of it's obviously due to the stress of the situation. But I don't know. I hope it doesn't stop me from being able to create work, for the few days that I'm able to, this upcoming week, but we will see. Anyway, that's what's going on. We're 18 days into the month. Hopefully we can kind of try and get a little bit back on track and sort of come out of emergency mode. My body will come out of emergency mode. Thanks for listening, as always. Love you guys. See you when I see you. Hey guys, it's March 19th, so the next day, and I woke up this morning with pink eye again. Yep. So obviously what I thought was just like an autoimmune flare. It's actually a virus, so it is working its way through my system. So yeah, my stomach, eyes, aches, pains, it's not fun. I more than likely picked it up at the hospital, but I mean, who knows? As an immunocompromised person, I knew the risk going and seeing my father in the ICU and stuff, so I'm not mad about that. I wouldn't change that. I would still go see him. But now I'm kind of, I guess, confined at home until this passes. I did go to the doctor today and got drops right away. So my hope is it will clear up and not be as severe as the last time. We will see. But yeah, this is part of life as a chronically ill person. Like, if I get sick, it's like times 10. It's not just like an easy, have a cold for 2 days, it goes away. If I get a cold, it means that I get, an eye infection. It's just, yeah. And the worst part too is now I have to stay off of my spondylitis medication. So, my back's just gonna have to be sore for the next week or two, depending how long it takes to clear up. So, with that said, I'm in the studio because, as you could probably see right now, like my eyes, like they're red and kind of glazed, but I can still see at this point. If it goes the same way it did last time, in like 2 days, they'll pretty much be swollen shut. So I'm just gonna sit here and, there was a piece I started glazing. I'll probably finish that and maybe like work on some painting a bit. That's something else. When I went to see my mom yesterday, she informed me that the kiln that we, where we take this studio, that we take our stuff to be fired, the kiln is not being filled at the moment. The owner of the studio, unfortunately, has took a turn for the worse. It's a really long, elaborate story, but basically, yeah, he's ill, so he's handing over his business to somebody else, but he had planned to do it in May, and now he hasn't taught that person about this particular kiln that we use, so none of our stuff could be fired. So it's kind of at a standstill, but since I did start a piece, I'll finish it. I don't know. I'll probably keep working on the pieces I have anyway, but who knows when they'll be fired. Probably not before any of my events this summer. Sorry, Zelda's in here with me, so you could probably hear her knocking around. Anyway, just another long-winded talk, keeping you guys updated. I'm just completely exhausted, like, mentally, physically. It's been a really, really tough month. And I know I usually like to come on here and sort of like bring something like chill and optimistic to you guys, because I know that's what I go to YouTube for, and I know that's probably what you're here for, but I'm also somebody that, like I said previously when this happened to me before, that I like to keep it real, and this is an aspect of my life, living with chronic illness. So that is what's going on. I'm just gonna chill and do some work. No stress right now. Just maybe put on a movie or something and just paint. So let's do it. Lately, I've been obsessed with Arnold Palmer's, which is half black tea, half lemonade for those that aren't familiar. But Andre picked me one up on the way home from his class this morning. And yeah, I'm just continuing to work on this. It feels good to work on it right now. I think because I decidedly took a break from social media, and I made the decision to just like take a step back from Instagram and Facebook, just because I felt like, you know, I'm not putting anything positive out there right now. I was kind of using it as a platform to vent, and I'm like, that's just like not what I want that to be about, and I don't think it's helpful for me either. And although people are well-intentioned, they're checking in, and I feel like I'm having to give constant updates, and things are just so roller coastery that I was like, this is adding to my exhaustion. So yeah, just being able to work on this is just nice right now. And, you know, documenting the process through YouTube for y'all, it's a calming process. So thanks for being here. Anywho, now I'm going to do my green layer, and then while it dries, I'm gonna have some lunch. I'm looking a mess, but this is delicious. You like my horrible hairstyle too? I just like don't want anything touching my face, so I just like completely clipped my bangs and pulled my hair back. This is it though. This is what you're gonna get. Okay, I think I'm going to stop here for the day. Feeling a bit nauseated and just not good. So, I'm gonna go rest, but see you guys maybe tomorrow or some other time this week. We'll see how I feel. Hello, it is Monday, March something. Anyway, we are heading to Princeton to install my show at the Arts Council. Andre so kindly is driving me there because eye situation. So we are heading there now. Hopefully it'll look good. Just laying everything out. It's meant to go. So be up on here. Okay, that's the work all dropped off. They're going to hang it and set it all up. I've sent Andre to go get me a coffee from Spa World, and just gonna head back up home to take care of the dog. Would love to see my dad, but you know, can't because mess. Yeah, Hello from the wee hours of the morning, 3 a.m. Just checking back in on this one. I did decide to lighten up those darkest green parts, and I like it. I think it adds a bit more depth to it. I kind of marbled it. And I kind of went in and added some more details. So I'm gonna let this dry for now and contemplate on it, but I feel like it's in a good place. So feeling much happier with it tonight than I did yesterday. Hello. It's daylight and I'm working. Can you believe it? Yeah, I don't really know why I'm working on ceramics, honestly, but it just feels good to do. But I'm working on this guy. I finished these two babies. Can the camera see it? So that's good. I just feel like working on that, kind of getting it out of the way. I have my painting, the big orange one in front of me, kind of contemplating it. And I have it next to the other one I'll be showing it with. Let me turn it around so you guys can see. Yeah, so I'm kind of contemplating these, like, with my gigantic water bottle. Like, I do feel like there might be an element missing there, but I also kind of like it the way it is. But there is something more full about this one, but it lacks some details. So it might just be like a little bringing them both to meet somewhere in the middle. But anyway, that's what's going on with that. Yep, did these guys. And I don't know, there's just something about, like, I just kind of want to get that table cleared off. Like, I just want to do it. Like, all these ones that are glazed, these ones, just get that done. The bowls I'll put away. Like, that can be for the second half of the year anyway. But I just kind of want to get all of this done, and then I feel like I'm in a good place with ceramics. It's kind of a mess though, the studio. Everything's just kind of messy right now. I have a cup of tea from like 2 hours ago, like really sad cold cup of tea. Might have to make a new one. This is like paintings, my charging wire, my palette. This is my glaze. So when it stops coming out of the bottle, I just cut the bottle in half and then work out of that because I'm running out of black liner. Anywho, that's what's going on with that. I had a nice chat with Maria earlier and caught up with her, so that was nice. It's nice to feel like someone's in the studio with me. Like, I know you guys are in the studio with me when I'm doing this sort of stuff, but you guys see it so much later. It was nice to have someone in the moment. Yeah, I have to say today's like the first day I'm feeling kind of more like myself since I caught that virus like 2 weeks ago. And it's just been wreaking havoc on my entire body. And I know my eyes still look really gross, but like this isn't getting better. So I'm happy about that. I think probably another week, 2 weeks, I should be okay. But after I kind of like finish the ceramics, these paintings, I can kind of send the inventory over to the gallery that's showing my stuff in July because they want my inventory list soon, kind of get that done. And then the two things I have to focus on are the mural in April and other art fair in June. And then I'll kind of be caught up with stuff. And what I do plan to do also for all this stuff is photograph it and get it onto my website shop. So while events are happening, things can be shopped. Yeah. And then I also still have to do my taxes because I canceled that meeting 2 weeks ago and I haven't rescheduled it. My mom did message me today and say that they are planning to discharge Dad, which is good news. But we'll see. I don't know. He's still not feeling great. So, but in the doctor's eyes, I guess he's not at risk. So the hope obviously is he can go home and do recovery there. We'll see. I can't see him though because of the active infection still. So yeah, I just kind of hope like another week from now we're both home and recovered, and then we can like happily meet in 2 weeks and everybody's all better. And April will be a better month because March has just been a doozy. Anyway, enough of me rambling. I'm gonna get back to glazing. Hi, good morning. It's March 23rd, I believe. I don't know. Let me check. Yes, I was right. It is the 23rd. My eyes are looking significantly better this morning. I just look kind of like allergies or tired and less gross and sick. But I think it also helped that last night I kind of didn't come up and work in the studio. I was up at 2, but I like got up, did my stretches and walked around my living room, went back to bed, slept for another hour, had to get up, do walking, stretching, went back to bed. So I kind of slept more, even though it was like really broken up, I still got more sleep. So I tried to do that too because I have had both have and had to take care of Zelda this morning because Andre had to go into the office, which is pretty rare nowadays. I don't even remember the last time he was in the office, but some big meeting. So he had the car and had to go in, and he had to be up early to drive and commute. So yeah, I wanted to make sure that I wasn't a zombie walking around our neighborhood scaring everybody first thing in the morning. So anyway, we're in the studio. It's a nice sunny morning. It's 8 a.m. I do have my ceramics lined up. I don't know. This is like really like the last thing I should be working on right now, but it's like what I'm most motivated to work on. And people are like, Fiona, how do you stay so productive? And let me tell you, I work on what I feel like working on and procrastinate everything else. And then I will quickly try and do the other things I have to do. So I'm gonna do some work this morning, and then yeah, after working on those ceramics, I do have to finish editing my video so I can have it upload for tomorrow. So let's get some work done. it's 2 a.m. and I just finished editing and uploading my video for tomorrow morning. Yeah, that sketchbook tour took a long time to edit, so please watch it. Abandon this video and watch that. But you know, part of the reason I stayed up to take care of that is I've made the last minute decision to actually go down to DC. My eyes are looking better, and I think after another night's sleep they'll be even better again. And yeah, I feel like it would just do me good to get away for a few days. So yeah, I'm gonna go see my parents tomorrow, and then granted everything is stable, I am going to head down to DC, and I'm gonna be there for 2-3 nights and then come back on Sunday. That is the plan. But you know, the plans have all been going awry this month, so we'll actually see. All right, good night.